Hi everyone. Okay, sorry, I've just finished my Shakeology and I've started putting chia seeds in it, and the magic bullet doesn't break them up like at all, so I have to basically eat them, which is fine, but it means I've probably got chia seeds in my tea. Anyway, great story. I'm going to get started and talk to you about, right, today's call is about my top tips if you're a brand new coach, which most of you are right now. So hopefully you've all been through the Coach University training with Ashley and Emily, so you know exactly what you need to do in order to make your coaching business a success, right? I'm putting together my own team training at the moment, and I wanted to share with you guys what I think are the top 5 things that a new coach should be doing today. So like the minute they sign up, what should they be doing? So number 1, get a Gmail account. On day 1, set up a Gmail account. If you're way past day 1 and you don't have one, set one up today. I run my entire coaching business through Gmail. So I, as much as possible, I will ask for people's email addresses so that I can put those into my Google Streak, which I run through my Gmail. And I also have Google Docs where I keep all of my information, all of my scripts, everything like that. So set a Gmail account up now, even if you don't plan on using Google Streak or anything like that. The reason that I get everybody's email addresses is because I can control email. Like that's my platform. So Instagram and Facebook, I don't own those. They could take that away from me at any time. And if they take that away from me, then I don't have a business, right? So email, on the other hand, I can control that. So as long as I've got everybody's email addresses, I can still contact people, I can still talk to people, I can still invite people, I still have a business that I can run. So that's why I think it's very important that you have a Gmail account and you try and collect email addresses as much as possible. So that's number 1. Number 2, get a public Instagram profile. So set up an Instagram page and make sure it's public. If you already have an Instagram page and that's the one you want to be using for your coaching business, then make sure that is set to public so that people can find you. And it's important that you don't make Beachbody the entire focus of your page. So have a think about the things that you like, what your interests are, and who you are outside of Beachbody. So for example, if you go to my Instagram and Facebook pages, then you'll see that I'm a mom of 2 girls. I've had 2 C-sections. I like funny memes. I recently lost 50 pounds of baby weight, and I have a Facebook fitness group called the Fit Girl Academy. And that group will help you get results and feel amazing. So if you go to my page, I post about that so often, you know that that's what I'm about. So I very rarely mention Beachbody at all, if ever. So write down a few things that make you you. Start thinking about incorporating those into your page and into your stories. And you want to be posting once a day on your page and multiple times a day on your stories. And again, not just Beachbody stuff, not just your workouts. So, even just a boomerang of you commuting to work, people can relate to that. You still got your workout done, but here you are also going and doing a full-time job. You're still coaching, but here you are going to work. That is relatable stuff. Put it on your stories. So you might be thinking at the moment that no one is going to want to be joining you during Christmas, so that you can sit back and relax a little bit, and you don't need to be posting as consistently, and you can just get back to it in the new year. But you should be doing the opposite of that, really, because okay, so lots of people were probably ghosting me right now, or they're objecting, saying that they can't afford it, or they just want to enjoy Christmas. But every day they're going to see me working out on my stories. They're going to see me drinking my Shakeology, and they're going to see me eating well right up until Christmas Eve, and making really good food choices. And so maybe they're not going to comment on my stuff or like any of my posts or reply to any of the messages that I've sent, but they are going to be watching me. So if I send them a message, a private message, then the algorithm will mean that they see more of my stuff. So they're going to be watching me. They're going to be watching what I'm doing. And maybe they're watching me and they're rolling my eyes. And maybe they're sitting there thinking, oh, great, there's Kat again doing another workout. Why doesn't she just take a break like everybody else? Or maybe they're thinking, there's Kat again talking about how she's not eating any sweets or chocolates. And, she's doing so well, whatever, good for her. And those leading up to those last few days of Christmas, or maybe in the new year, when they're starting to feel like they're really bloated, they can't do up their jeans, you know, and they feel tired and they feel gross, and they start thinking that maybe they need to be doing something about it, who are they going to think of? And who do they think, oh, I need someone who can help me? Who are they going to think of? They're going to think of me, right? Because they've seen me every single day, whether that's annoying or not. I'm going to be right here at the front of their mind, right? So it's my job as a coach to be at the front of all of my followers' minds when they're ready to jump in. I've got to be the first thing they think of. I want to get fit. What do I know? I know that Kat is consistent every day. I know she only works out for 20 to 30 minutes, and I know that she's got a group that I can join. So they're like, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so that was number 2, about Instagram and Instagram stories. Number 3, grow your following. So you want to be working on growing your following on Instagram and on Facebook, or, you know, whichever one you decide to use. You don't have to use both. There's a previous call about that. So I think it was the very first call we ever did was about how to grow your Instagram and Facebook following. So go back and watch that. If you're not consistently growing your following, then you're just talking to and inviting the same people over and over again, and that won't get you very far in the long run, or eventually you're going to run out of people. So that's a really important one that you do on a consistent daily basis. Try and grow your following. Okay, number 4, go all in. Go all in on a program, and I mean like all in, like not just following the workouts every day as you're supposed to, but nutrition too. So preferably with something like Ultimate Portion Fix or 2B Mindset, but definitely with healthy eating and with Shakeology. And post about it every single day on your stories. It does not matter if you're annoying people, because you can go back to my previous point about being here all the time. So, for example, I had 4 people reach out to me yesterday. So they messaged me, I didn't message them. They messaged me based on a post that I did, a transformation pic the other day. And they basically said, oh my God, you look amazing. I know you only work out for 20, 30 minutes a day, because I tell them a lot. And I'm ready to join, or I'm ready to join in the new year. So I got that transformation picture because of Transform 20, Morning Meltdown 100, and Ultimate Portion Fix, because I went all in. So they've seen me show up consistently every single day. They know what's involved. They know that I'm not going anywhere, and they know that I can help them. So now they want to get started. So focusing on your journey and doing the absolute best you can with a program, any program, even, you know, clean week. If you only want to make it a week, 21-day fix, 3 weeks, you know, just get those results pics that you can show to people and show them what's achievable. So focusing on your journey first to help attract people to you and to your page and to your group over time. Okay, number 5, run a free group. And we've talked about this before as well in previous calls. And obviously we ran a free group a couple of weeks ago. In hindsight, Rachel and I looking back and thinking maybe the beginning of December group is not the best time, because people say they want to do something, but it's a really tricky time to commit. So it's about trial and error with your free groups, running them once a month, seeing how that goes. Does that get you a lot of people? Converting over to a 3-month, a 6-month, a 12-month, a challenge pack, whatever it is. So get invite everyone you've already invited before, because maybe they weren't ready then. Maybe they read your message and then forgot to reply, or maybe they would just wait until the new year. You never know why somebody didn't respond to that message. So always invite them again. Inviting is one of your 4 vital behaviors. So invite everyone that you've ever met, literally ever. And it's free, you know, that's why we run free groups. A lot of free groups in the beginning. Rachel and I are now run them around once a quarter. And that's just because, you know, in the beginning we would run them every single month. So free groups are a great way to get people interested, to show them what you have to offer, and to see if it's for them. And I cannot stress enough that the people that you start talking to today are the people who will join you in the future. So maybe they're not going to join you today, but they're definitely later down the line. So I have had so many people who said no, who objected to the price, who like they're now people who are in the Fit Girl Academy. right? So, or they ghosted me, or they said yes and then they didn't sign up. Like, these are people who are joining me now, like 2 months, 6 months, a year later. They're like, okay, yes, now I'm ready. Okay, yes, that was an excuse back then. Okay, now actually I've saved up and I have the money. So every conversation that you have is building your future business. Whether they say yes today or not, it doesn't matter. You know, you're planting seeds that I promise you are going to grow later on down the line. So keep going. Keep doing the 4 vital behaviors, keep posting every single day, keep being consistent, keep your focus on helping people. And then the work that you put in today is what is going to count in the future. So those are my top 5 tips. I hope that some of that has been useful. Some of it is hopefully, sorry, I'm just checking this is recording. It is. Yeah, I hope that that has been useful. I hope that there's some useful tips in there. This is a tricky time because you feel like nobody's interested, nobody wants to sign up, but this is the point at which if you lean into the business and you start conversations with people and you just get to know people, I'm not even saying invite, but just be like, hey, how are you doing? Thanks so much for following my page. I so appreciate it. Are you into health and fitness too? Have you got any plans for Christmas? You know, and just get to know people and make friends. You know, and then later on down the line, they're going to be like, what's this thing that you're doing? That looks really cool. And maybe, you know, obviously January should be a great time for us. So put that little bit of extra effort in now to reap the huge rewards later on down the line. All right, guys. Okay, take care, everyone. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.